Hello and welcome to Meditation Minis by Coach Portia. When we think of parts, we speak of purposefully aligning residue to spirit. What is the residue? A residue are the innermost parts within us that we want to align directly to spirit. In order to live a full life in this human body, we must sit and be with our parts, allowing them to breathe, allowing them to grasp the innermost spectrum of themselves. We have parts for a purpose. Today's part that we will be discussing is anger. Anger. The question is how much is the cost of anger in your life? Just let that sit for a moment. What is anger costing you in this moment? When you think about anger, whether it's inside or outside of your body, where does that resonate with you? Where do you feel anger most? In and or around your body? I'll just give you a moment to just sit and be with anger, welcoming its stance in your life. And if you feel that anger in and or around your body, the question to ask it is, what is your cost? And the question to anger sounds something like this: anger, what is the cost? What is the effect you're having in my life in this present moment? And allow the anger to simply answer. We welcome anger. We want to get close to the part so that we can get to know it. And so that we can get to know its history, its beginning. So simply breathe with anger. Allow it to give you its wisdom. Allow it to be present in the best of ways. Allowing its moment to just dance with you just for a moment. To be in your presence, welcoming its ever vast way in your life. Once we've asked anger, what is its cost? Allow anger to just unload for just a moment. Breathe with it, but allow it to unload in this moment. Sit with it and see if it has any conversation for you as we begin to go into the meditation. Silence and trance. Spirit is present. Caress his amazing thoughts. Breathe. Breathe with anger. What is the cost of anger in this moment? Allow anger to be one with you. As you also separate it just for a moment, just to get to know it better. We ask anger to spring forth in inches and or feet. As we look anger face to face and ask anger again, what is your cost in my life? What are you costing me? Is there a part of anger that is fearful in this moment? Allow that part to simply separate from anger. The fearful one. And simply ask that part ever so gently what it needs in this moment. And we'll allow for an answer. We will hold space and time for the fearful one to speak, for it to be ever so present. What is your fear when it comes to anger? Fearful one, what is your fear? You're in a very sacred place. We just want to begin to unburden some of that fear just for a moment. And as we unburden anger's fear, just a portion of it, allow that unburdening of fear to be set in one of a few places, whether it be in a sacred place, so that you may visit it again. Perhaps the water, the sky, the sun. In the atmosphere, or into the fire. Allow fear, just a portion of it, even just to go where it needs to be unburdened. And if fear spoke to you, you will simply unburden the part that it needs removed from it. its job is done. It needs room for invitation of a good part with it. A part that fear needs, a part that anger needs, and more so a part that you need in your life. Begin to invite a virtue into the unburdened one, and the virtue could be peace, perhaps. It could be joy. It could be a well heart. It could also as well be stamina. Whatever the invitation is, it sounds something like, I invite peace, where fear has unburdened itself. I invite peace into the fearful part that unburdened itself. Then invite that same peace into anger. Invite the peace, or whatever it is, into the angered part. It's your time, anger. You've been working on behalf of this one for a very long time. It's time to unburden some of that work. It's time to unburden the cost of your labor. I invite peace into the angered one. And then invite peace into your being. Checking in with the part that held the anger. How does it feel and what is it doing? Checking in with yourself as you breathe in deeply, allowing the peace or whatever invitation you invited to settle in just for a moment. Allowing peace to take over where a portion of anger once exists. Do not allow anger to cost you. To schedule your unburdening session, please contact me at 203-350-6779 or simply visit sitsipchat.com. Release and invite, align to light, healing parts, unburden this fight. Until again, shine.